What's good with it, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be back at you beautiful people this Sunday morning. Headed to church to play some drums, man. Wanted to jump back on Gervonta Tank Davis, man. Masterful performance last night against Mario Barrios, 3-division world champion now, and carries power in the 140-pound division. Dropped Barrios 3 times. The first time Barrios, I believe, has ever been on the canvas. Correct me if I'm wrong. But great performance. Take nothing away from him. Really surprised me. He superseded my expectations. Now, what's next for Tank? What's next? We have Lopez. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, if at all. We have Devin Haney. That would be more likely to happen than Lopez, but I still don't think it's going to happen, especially anytime soon. We have Ryan Garcia, which is possible, but I don't know if Ryan actually wants to fight someone anywhere above the level of Luke Campbell. And then you have Taylor, which I believe is the more suitable fight for Tank. I think that fight is more easily to be made. Floyd Mayweather said something very, very interesting in the post-fight press conference of Tank Davis and Mario Barrios. He says, "We work smarter, not harder." And I really keyed in on what he said when he said that. So, who's the least toughest fight out of those 4? I would say Taylor, but I definitely wouldn't sleep on Taylor. Definitely wouldn't. So, I'm not sure Tank is planning to continue to campaign at 140. Another good fight for Tank Davis would be Mikey Garcia. Now, that's a fight I would like to see at 140. That's a fight I would really love to see. Because if Tank can come in and beat someone in grand fashion like a Mikey Garcia, who's a dog, then that would speak volumes. Now, out of those 4 that I mentioned, I think Taylor is I think the more suitable fight, because it would probably be the easiest pick out of the 4, or so I think, or so other people think. And nevertheless, it would be an exciting fight because Taylor is the type of fighter who's not going to back down. He has a crowd-pleasing style, and I think it would showcase Tank's ability, because Taylor's going to be there. I don't think Taylor's going to run from him. I don't think Taylor's going to just lay down and give it to him. Oh, yeah, and there's another fighter that I forgot who had a great performance last night also, and that's Vasily Lomachenko, who got a 9th round stoppage. I forget the guy's name that he fought last night. Nakatani. Of course, I may be mutilating his name, but man, he looked good. You know, he suffered a cut due to a headbutt. You know, Lomachenko came in low, and their foreheads met. It's a blessing it wasn't in a bad area. It was like on the forehead, you know, not across the eye or above the eye or anything like that. Lomachenko looked good. He still started a little slow in my opinion, but he got a great victory. Now, that would be a great fight, but I don't think that Mayweather Promotions and Floyd would want to just jump at that fight, because Floyd stated, "We work smarter, not harder." I don't really agree with that. I understand if you want to keep an undefeated record, and this is no knock against Tank, because Tank, he gets in and fights who they put in front of him. But last night, he really showed me some things. There was a lot of people who were saying, you know, Barrios wasn't, you know, really one of the best in that division. He was handpicked for a reason. Maybe so. Maybe so. But Barrios was still a world champion nevertheless. Big, tall, strong, undefeated. And Tank went in there and just after that fourth, fifth round, just really started detonating, started covering ground, cutting off the ring really, really good. And for someone who had such a height advantage or disadvantage, he closed that gap. And it took him 4 rounds, 5 rounds to figure out how to close that gap. And once he did, once Davis was able to touch him, it was just a matter of time. It really was. Competitive fight for the first half, but after that, it was all Tank Davis. I do think he would more than likely fight Taylor than anyone else. But the fight that I really want to see, that would really, really test Tank Davis more so, would be 2 fighters, Mikey Garcia or Vasily Lomachenko. One of those 2. So, you know, hopefully Floyd get enough balls to, you know, not use the slogan, work smarter, not harder, and get Tank in there, man, and get some serious elite fighters. Big ups to Tank Davis. I'm proud of him. Mad respect for Barrios for just having that heart of a lion. But I'm anxious to see what's next for Tank Davis, man. Really want to see him against Loma or Mikey Garcia. What's your thoughts? Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all, fear none. God bless. Until next time. Real Talk Boxing, we up and we out of here, baby.